More than 4,000 cybersecurity professionals are here in Chicago this week for a conference called Cybersecurity Chicago. So today we're picking the brains of the event's director, David Juniper, to learn how we can protect ourselves from breaches, hacks, and malware. And also Lee Neubecker has advice. He's founder and CEO of Great Lakes Forensics. Gentlemen, good to have you both here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so Lee, what's the current state of IT? Are you guys, are we staying ahead of the bad guys?
Well, we're trying.
Yeah? So what's going on? What's new?
Well, one of the biggest vulnerabilities to be published recently relates to the electric grid, and it's called MAD IoT. And essentially, the risk is that demand of and usage of our IoT appliances could cause fluctuations that could lead to a power outage in the power grid.
This is deliberate, and these are bots that you're talking about that are connected to the Internet of Things, the things in our homes now.
Correct. If an adverse player wanted to take control of homes, they would only need to cause a surge in power of 20% between adjacent neighborhoods, and they could cause the line failure, which could lead to an outage and could lead to other outages as well.
So I didn't plan to take all this in this direction, but this is absolutely unnerving. So what can we do about it, and what is being done about it?
Well, first of all, you want to make sure that your home computer devices are behind a firewall and that it's blocking traffic. I recommend using the guest access for devices so that they're locked down. Then you need to apply patches. There's a complete list of things you can do to keep yourself safe on my website, greatlakesforensics.com.
Very good. 4,000 attendees here in Chicago. Who are they, and what are they looking for?
Well, these are IT cybersecurity professionals that are working within organisations. These are the types of people that are keeping those organisations safe, keeping whatever they're trying to protect, so your customers' data, your intellectual property, and obviously it's very important that companies don't get breached, because obviously it's a big PR disaster if that happens.
Is this open to non-professionals?
Yeah, I mean, the ticket's still available online. I mean, it is a focused B2B event, but there's going to be a lot of advice from the likes of Lee about talking around how you can protect your network, things that are going to be attached, like IoT devices, your home network, and obviously your office network as well. Yeah,
and Lee, I guess from listening to you just now, it's really in the interest of everyone that we protect our home networks. It's not just protecting ourselves, but it's everyone else.
Exactly, because your neighbor next door that has vulnerable IoT devices, if enough of these devices are compromised and cause this type of fluctuation in power demand and usage in the homes, that could be an indirect attack on the power grid, which could lead to an outage for you, even if you're not using IoT devices.
Right. What about companies? Are you satisfied with what they're doing to protect from data breaches?
Well, I think companies are making progress and are ahead of most consumers. The government introduced in the Senate a bipartisan coalition introduced a cybersecurity measure for IoT devices in 2017. I think it's an excellent measure.
And by the way, you keep saying IoT, that's Internet of Things. Keep telling me about that now.
It was going to require that people selling to the government would have to have these devices secure, meaning they don't have default username and passwords, and that they could be automatically updated.
Right. But what about corporations? Are you satisfied with the protection of our email systems and our websites?
I think things are improving. We've had a lot of serious vulnerabilities that are getting patched, that have been patched at the beginning of this year.
Good. And David, this event's back in Chicago. Why it's good that you've chosen the city again.
Yeah, I mean, we're planning to keep coming back. It's an important place. It's a great tech hub. There's lots of organisations here, from enterprise to to your one-man person companies who need to protect whatever they have that's important to them. And coming to these events, as you were asking what companies can do, they always need to be keeping ahead of the bad guys, and coming to these types of events to learn around what's out there, what threats, what things they can do is really important to keep it ahead of the game.
Well, thank you both for keeping us safe from cyber threats. Keep doing what you do. Cybersecurity Chicago is at McCormick Place, September 26th, 27th. For more information, visit cybersecuritychicago.com.